You're listening to Muldrow Bulldogs basketball, presented by Divine Lines Body Art Studio and Academy in Fort Smith, and brought to you by todayinfortsmith.com. And we're going to bring you back in live, folks, if you're listening. My name is Clint Davis. We are on todayinfortsmith.com. That's who we are. That's what we do, and we are broadcasting the Sequoia County Area Classic Basketball Tournament of 2018. And up next, we've had some great basketball tonight so far, and up next we have, here they come out to the floor for the starting lineup, our Muldrow Lady Bulldogs against the Central Lady Tigers. There's Taylon Collins hitting the floor. Here comes Cameron Johnson. There's Hannah B. draining threes all over this floor. Here comes Madison Chambers. And last but not least, Jalen Mays. And we're about to get tipped off here. As soon as we can run these cheerleaders off the floor, we'll be all right. I have not seen Central play yet, but I do know that it's going to be one heck of a matchup with these Muldrow Lady Bulldogs. So Central has already taken their position on the floor. I'm going to do play-by-play here for you in this game. Dennis, I sent Dennis on a mission to the hospitality room because I've been flying solo here for 2 nights. And Dennis is going to grab something to eat, something to drink. And we're ready for the tip-off. Taylon Collins, mid-court. And she is going to tip the ball. Oh, these Lady Bulldogs are coming out smoking. Here's Hannah Boyette over in the corner. We had a shot missed down low, but Taylon Collins got the rebound, and there's a little miscue. Hannah Boyette throws it through the legs of Madison Chambers, and it goes out of bounds. And for the Central Lady Tigers, we're going to see an inbound pass to number 22, Morgan Walker. She is a junior. She's going to dish the ball off, and the Lady Tigers are going to try to figure out what to do with this. I don't know if they've played a defense like Muldrow yet, but they do have the first 2 points of the ball game. Here come the Lady Bulldogs down the floor. Hannah Boyette's got the ball down to Jalen Mays, and Jalen's going to spin move and put one up, and that's no good. And Central with the rebound, and they're going to move the ball back down to their side of the court. And here come the Lady Tigers. That's going to go out of bounds. Last touched by Taylon Collins. And that's going to be Central ball. So the Lady Tigers with the inbound pass stolen by Madison Chambers on a fast break. Shot up is good. And the Lady Bulldogs are on the board, 2-2, with 7 minutes left in this first quarter. And here comes Central Lady Tigers, and here is an almost takeaway, but they're going to call a jump ball. Hannah Boyette got lucky on that call. They could have called that a foul on her. Here's the inbound pass from the Lady Tigers. They got that possession on the jump ball, and here is Central, the baseball pass down the floor. Shaylin Mays with a block, but a Lady Tiger puts up her own rebound, and that shot is good for 2 points. 4-2 now. Central Lady Tigers lead. Hannah Boyette over to Madison Chambers. Down to Shaylin Mays. Jalen Mays with a spin around move and puts up a shot, and that's no good. Here come the Lady Tigers down to their side of the floor, and that's no good. Jalen Mays with the rebound off to Hannah Boyette. Hannah looking for a place to go with this basketball. Down to Cameron Johnson. The pass gets broken up, knocked out of bounds by Central. So Cameron Johnson with the inbound pass to Hannah Boyette. Hannah's going to slow the pace down a little bit. Lady Bulldogs down 4-2. It's very, very early in this ball game, but they have got to set the pace. Shaylin Mays with the ball off to Hannah Boyette. Hannah for 3. Nails it. And just like that, the Lady Bulldogs are on top 5-4. Full court defense here. A lot of pressure from the Lady Bulldogs. And here's a steal. Madison Chambers down low. No good. Rebound by Cameron Johnson. And Hannah Boyette's got the ball out to Shaylin Mays, and Shaylin's going to take a step, and that's going to be a travel. So the Lady Tigers with the ball back here. Trying to move the ball down the floor. A lot of this full court pressure from the Lady Bulldogs. And they get the ball past half court. Now here comes the defense from Muldrow. Lady Tigers passing the ball around the perimeter. And here's a pass over to the right side, and a three-point shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Central, and a shot put back up is good. And the Lady Tigers regain the lead 6-5. Hannah Boyette down to Taylor Collins at the high post, down to Shaylin Mays at the low post. Shaylin up for two, and that's good. And the Lady Bulldogs retake the lead 7-6. 4:40 left here in this first quarter. And I believe we're going to get a timeout. If that's the case, it is. We're going to pitch it back to the studio and take a timeout here with a word from our sponsors. Your search for the vehicle you want at the price you need ends in Roland at Auto Finders, where their pre-qualified credit bankruptcy program and their first-time buyers opportunities can put you in the driver's seat. You can check out their huge selection at autofindersok.com, fill out an online credit application, and be on the road to a great car buying experience today. Stop by their showroom at 224 East Rayfine Boulevard for great cars with no-hassle financing, warranties, and affordable payments. Proud members of the Muldrow Booster Club and Quarterback Club. That's Auto Finders in Roland. And we're going to join you back live here. Dennis has brought a whole box of goodies back from the hospitality room. Looks like he raided a thing for Christmas.
I found our solution to Saturday.
Dennis says he's found our solution for Saturday here. And here's a shot up by Central, no good, and a rebound. And that is no good. Here for Central, and so we've got the Lady Bulldogs with the possession back. They're going to move the ball down the floor. And Taylor Collins lost the ball out of bounds. So the Lady Tigers with the ball back. Muldrow with a 1-point lead, 7-6. Here come the Lady Tigers down the floor, trying to figure out what to do, where to go, and who they want turned loose on shooting this ball here. And the Tigers passing the ball around the perimeter. Lady open on the three-point line. And still a lot of movement, nothing going on down low. Still passing the ball around the perimeter. The Lady Tigers can't figure out where to go. And here's the three-point shot, way off the mark. Air ball, rebound by Shaylin Mays. And here come the Lady Bulldogs. Pass down low to Madison Chambers, and she's up. Shot no good, but she does get fouled on the play. Madison at the line, and there is one shot up and good. Second shot is no good. So here come the Central Lady Tigers with the ball. Lots of pressure here from the Bulldogs, and here's a pass down low, blocked by Hannah Boyette. And a pass over to Hannah Boyette from Cameron Johnson, and Taylor Collins with a shot up, and that's no good. They're going to whistle Taylor with a foul. And Central will retain possession here. There's Paige Hughes in the game. Alicia McCory both have checked in. Lady Bulldogs lead 8-6. 2:45 left here in the first quarter. There's Alicia McCloria breaking up a pass. And I believe
Clint, everybody, forgive me for not chipping in here too much. These ladies fixed all this food for us from the hospitality room. It'd be rude not to eat it, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's right. We're going to take a quick break. We've got a timeout. We'll be right back.
The Sequoia County Farm Bureau, located at 105 East Ray Fine Boulevard in Roland, Oklahoma, assists area youth by supporting the county fair and livestock shows, promoting agri-education, and funding a scholarship program. Your Sequoia County Farm Bureau supports farmers and ranchers at all levels by offering insurance and other programs. Call 918-427-3421 to explore all of the benefits your Sequoia County Farm Bureau has to offer.
And we're going to bring you back in live. Clint Davis and Dennis McCaslin. Dennis is eating dinner, and I'm not yet. Here's Paige Hughes. Down to Hannah Boyette for a two-point shot. No good. Rebound by Shaylin Mays, and they're going to call foul on Central. And I don't know what the deal is with this passing off a towel when somebody subs in and out. Dennis trying to get a bag of chips open. Shot missed. And we've got a jump ball on the floor, and that's going to go back toward Muldrow.
Clint, one of the things we've been remiss in mentioning during this week is
a shot for three and good by Alicia McCloria.
This entire tournament's sponsored by Armstrong Bank. They sponsor the hospitality room, and we weren't going to say anything about them until they let us eat, but since they did, we appreciate Armstrong Bank.
I've mentioned them several times over here, but we do want to thank Armstrong Bank for what they do for this tournament. Here's Hannah Boyette with a takeaway, but she's going to lose it. And the Central Lady Tigers regain that possession. Here's a shot for three, and that's good. And Central Lady Tigers with 3 more points on the board. The Lady Bulldogs lead 11-9. Taylor Collins with a shot up, and that's no good. But there is a foul on the play. First shot up from Taylor is good. Second shot up is also good. 2 more points on the board for the Lady Bulldogs. Hannah Boyette almost with a steal. There's a pass down low for Central, and a shot in and good. 13-11 now. Lady Bulldogs with the ball back. Pass down low to Cameron Johnson. Goes up for a shot, and it gets blocked. And here's Paige Hughes. Back down to Cameron Johnson. Cameron over to Alicia McCloria. Over to Paige Hughes. Over to Cameron. Back over to McCloria. Back to Paige Hughes at the top of key. And the Central Lady Tigers are going to knock that ball away and regain possession. We're going to see Madison Chambers come back in the game momentarily. There's Hannah Boyette with a swatted pass out of bounds.
And Clint, I saw this Central team Tuesday night in the first round down at Salisaw Central. They're playing at home, and they manhandled a larger enrollment school in Buy-In. I mean, they really won that one from start to finish.
And that's impressive. Here's pass down low, picked off by Taylor Collins on a fast break. 1 shot up, 2 points good for Taylor Collins. Lady Bulldogs with that full court pressure. And the ball is across the half-court line. Paige Hughes is limping off into the locker room. I don't know what's going on with her. We've got a foul down low on, I can't read that number. They're marking his number sideways. Someone has committed the foul for Muldrow, and Central's at the line, and there's 1 shot missed.
Number 23.
So Madison Chambers back in the game and with a foul. Second shot up and good. And the Central Lady Tigers down 15-12. Here's Madison Chambers down low with a spin around move and a shot up and good. 17-12 now. Lady Bulldogs lead, and Hannah Boyette runs straight into somebody. Not a very smart foul early on in the game, Hannah B. But she knows that. Coach Armour's telling her all about it. She's got to lay off those. I know she's got a lot of momentum on her side, but she's going to have to lay off the gas. Three-point shot good at the buzzer from Central. And at the end of the first quarter, the Muldrow Lady Bulldogs lead 17-15, and we're going to be right back for second quarter action. Your search for the vehicle you want at the price you need ends in Roland at Auto Finders, where their pre-qualified credit bankruptcy program and their first-time buyers opportunities can put you in the driver's seat. You can check out their huge selection at autofindersok.com, fill out an online credit application, and be on the road to a great car buying experience today. Stop by their showroom at 224 East Rayfine Boulevard for great cars with no-hassle financing, warranties, and affordable payments. Proud members of the Muldrow Booster Club and Quarterback Club, that's Auto Finders in Roland.
Muldrow Pharmacy is your locally owned, locally loved hometown pharmacy located at 710 East Chantel Smith Boulevard in Muldrow, meeting all your prescription and home health needs as a good neighbor pharmacy. Muldrow Pharmacy has been a part of the local community since 1962, serving residents of Muldrow and the surrounding area. Open 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to noon on Saturday. Muldrow Pharmacy believes in providing personalized attention and competitive prices. We take care of our patients and our community. Let us take care of you at your Muldrow Good Neighbor Pharmacy.
This old boy here from Muldrow is wearing a hot dog costume. Central Lady Tigers, we're back with you. That's going to be a 5-second violation on the Central Lady Tigers. And the Lady Bulldogs with the ball back here. Hannah Boyette down low to Alicia McCoria, and Alicia misses it. But that is knocked out of bounds. Buck Ringgold with the ball here for the Southwest Times record. And Buck passes it back in. Here's Hannah Boyette with the inbound pass down low to Taylor Collins with a shot up and good. Another 2 points here for the Muldrow Lady Bulldogs. And they are going back to the line. There's Taylor Collins with a shot good. 3-point play is on point. And the Lady Bulldogs are up by 5, 20-15. And Taylor Collins kicks one out of bounds. A lot of loose ball action going on. That's going to go back towards Central. Lady Tigers with the ball, trying to find something to do. Almost stolen by Madison Chambers. She's going to have to get back in her spot. Hannah Boyette picks off a pass, and she's on a fast break, and she's up. She misses her shot, rebounded by Central, and knocked out of bounds by Madison Chambers. And that's going to be Central ball. Inbound pass here by Central. Moving the ball up the floor. Heavy defense from the Lady Bulldogs. Central driving in. Another pass down on the inside. Pass back out to the top of the key. Over to the right. Loose ball on the floor. The Central goes up for a shot and gets fouled. And the Lady Tigers at the line for two. First shot is up and good. Second free throw on the way. That's up and good too. Man, the Muldrow Lady Bulldogs still lead 20-17 with 6:30 left in this half. And the Muldrow Lady Bulldogs off to a very, very slow start compared to what I've seen. Taylon Collins dishes it off to Brianna Dawes, back to McCloria. McCloria to Madison Chambers, down low to Cameron Johnson with a shot up, no good. Taylon Collins with a rebound, and 2 points back up and good. And the Muldrow Lady Bulldogs lead 22-17. Here's a shot for three from the side by Central, and that's no good. They got their own rebound. And another shot was no good. Taylor Collins with a rebound down to Madison Chambers, and Madison Chambers on a fast break puts up a shot that gets blocked, and she gets fouled on the play. Central's coach acknowledging how good Muldrow is. There's the first shot up from Madison Chambers, and that's good.
As he acknowledges how good they are, though, he's asking for a little break on the foul call.
A little bit of leniency. Second shot up and good for Madison as she puts her Lady Bulldogs up 24-17 with 5:55 left in the second quarter. Ball is past half court for the Lady Tigers, and at the top of the key, pass down low and a shot up, and that's good. Shaylin Mays with the foul. And Central going to the line for a chance at another three-point play.
I'm talking to Coach Armour before the game. Coach Armour said they're definitely not taking this Central team lightly. She said she knows they have an outstanding team. And she said that one of the things that they really wanted to do was try to push the tempo in this game.
Free throw no good. Taylor Collins with the rebound, passed out to Madison Chambers. Hannah Boyette wide open on the other side of the floor. And she gets the ball and a three-point shot. That's no good. Central with the rebound. And the Central Lady Tigers, Alicia McCloria stripped away the ball. And she's going to go up and gets fouled under the basket. And they don't even bother calling that. Central with the rebound. Lady Tigers are back up to their side of the floor. A lot of that effort went unappreciated by the referees.
I don't know how you can get knocked to the floor and there not be a foul.
I mean, they nailed her on that. Taylor Collins knocks a pass out of bounds. Ball's going to stay with the Central Lady Tigers. Inbound pass back to half court. Madison Chambers and Alicia McClory out top on defense. Heavy pressure. Taylor Collins out top now on defense. Hannah Boyette. Shaylin Mays knocks a pass away, and Hannah Boyette comes up with it. A pass off to Alicia McClory. Goes up for a shot, and it's good for two. Man, the Lady Bulldogs lead 26-19 with 4:15 left in this half. There's a pass over to the right side. Back up to the top of the key. Over to the left. Not a lot of shots from down low here for the Central Lady Tigers. Pass back to the right. Three-point shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Central. And they're going to slow the ball down and take another possession. And there's going to be a travel on Central. And the Lady Bulldogs will get the ball back. This brisket sandwich is killer. Taylor Collins over to McCloria, back to Boyette. Back to McCloria. Down low to Mays. She puts up a shot, no good, gets her own rebound and puts up another shot and gets fouled.
As good as that brisket is, I think the ladies in the hospitality room said tomorrow night's Mexican night.
Oh, my gosh. Well, you won't be able to make it tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you So we'll have
Are you kidding me?
Mexican night tomorrow. There's Shaylin Mays with a shot up and good from the free throw line. I'm not going to miss Mexican night. I can promise you that.
Speaking of which, who's the only broadcast organization that's here forever dribble, bounce, and basket?
That would be today at FortSmith.com. Rebound by Taylor Collins down to Alicia McClory. She goes up for a shot and gets fouled.
There's been some other folks in and out. Let's broadcast this.
Well, I didn't want to advertise anybody, but I kind of did on Facebook. The Mix 105. They were here. I think the coach is about to get teed up over here on the sideline. I'm waiting for it. Mr. Clean almost grabbing his whistle. That referee is going to tee up that Central coach before the night's over. I promise. Watch. Alicia McClory in front of the free throw line. Shot up and good. And just like that, the Lady Bulldogs are up by 10, 29-19. 3:30 left in this half. I'm going to dominate this plate of barbecue at halftime. The Lady Tigers, it's just staring at me over here. Lady Tigers with the ball now.
This has been the scenario, Clint, for Muldrow girls. They just steadily pull away.
Here's a pass stolen by Hannah Boyette, and she drives down and puts up a shot and gets fouled. That's a no-good shot. That is going to be a foul, and Hannah Boyette is going to the line.
Talked to Coach Armour a little bit about the Tournament of Champions when I was down there between games, and she said that they had in the 3 games that they had, she said that they played in a total 10 outstanding quarters and 2 quarters that weren't very good.
Yeah, that was in the championship, I promise. First shot up for Hannah Boyette's good. Second one is drained, and the Lady Bulldogs are up 31-19 with championship implications on the line here. Lady Tigers, 3 minutes left in this second quarter, bringing the ball up the floor. Passing it around conservatively, but they have gotten picked off all night by these Lady Bulldogs, so they better watch their step. And there is a pass thrown out of bounds by the Lady Tigers. And Muldrow will have possession once again. Hannah Boyette bringing the ball up the floor. Over to Madison Chambers. Skip pass to Alicia McCloria. And they're going to call McCloria with a travel. I told you, Dennis, in Muldrow, these travel calls.
It's been a lot of whistles tonight. That first game especially. We had 27 fouls in the first half of the girls' game earlier. This is a whole new officiating crew, though.
And we've got I believe we have a player bleeding on the floor from the arm. Oh, my. There you go. Just sling that arm all over the place. That's what they need. God. We'll treat it backstage. Here's a pass inbound from Central. Taylor Collins on her lady, outside. There's Shaylin Mays with some good defense. We're going to see Cameron Johnson go back into the game, probably for McCloria. McCloria was favoring that knee after that collision down under the basket. Nope. Cameron Johnson's going to come in for Shaylin Mays. First free throw is up and good by Central. Second free throw is up, and that's good too. 31-21. Muldrow Lady Bulldogs lead the Central Lady Tigers by 10. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in this quarter. Alicia McCloria Pass broken up, and Central regains possession. Lady Tigers with the ball, and I believe they're going to whistle Taylon Collins with that foul. We're going to have a two-shot situation. First shot is up and good off the glass. Nine-point ball game now. Lady Bulldogs lead. Madison Chambers is on the bench. Second shot is up and no good. Rebound by Central. And they keep possession of this ball. Pass out to the right side, down into the corner. Shot from three. No good. Rebounded by Central, and a shot back up and good. Lady Bulldogs getting beat on the boards. Here's a shot up by Taylon Collins, and she gets fouled. Coach Armour giving some advice to the referee.
Player back from getting her arm taped up.
Yes. Taylon Collins' first shot up is good. Hannah Boyette all the way down on the other side of the court. Second shot from Taylon is good. 33-24. Lady Bulldogs lead. Here's a pass over to the right side by Central. And back over to the left. Back out to the wing. They don't want to leave these Lady Tigers open on the wing. And here's a shot up under the basket. No good. Rebounded by Hannah Boyette. Lost. Regained by Central, and they put a shot up, and it is good. 33-26 now. Lady Bulldogs lead. 1 minute exactly left in this second half. In the second quarter. Alicia McCloria for three, and that's off the mark. Rebounded by Central. Hannah Boyette with a fast break after the steal. Off to Cameron Johnson. Cameron goes up for a shot and gets fouled. Cameron Johnson going to the line for two shots. First shot is up and no good. Second shot on the way, and it is good. Lady Tigers with the ball back down on their end of the court and pass out to the right side. Still looking for somewhere to go. 33 seconds left. Hannah Boyette almost with a takeaway, but the ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by Hannah. Lady Tigers ball. And a shot up by the Tigers is good. 15 seconds left, 34-28. Lady Bulldogs lead. Hannah taking her time. And a pass over to McCloria and a pass to Cameron Johnson. Shot by Cameron is no good. Rebound by Paige Hughes, and they go to the floor. Central parents are upset at Paige Hughes. Paige is probably the tiniest girl on the floor, and everybody's yelling at her at the end of the first half. The Muldrow Lady Bulldogs lead 34-28. We don't have a whole lot of stats to go through, but we are going to take a break with a word from our sponsors, and I'm going to dominate this big plate of barbecue like a badger on a beefsteak, and we will be right back live from Muldrow.
You're listening to Muldrow Bulldogs basketball, presented by Divine Lines Body Art Studio and Academy in Fort Smith, and brought to you by todayinfortsmith.com.
And we're going to bring you back in live, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a bunch of listeners on now. The Muldrow Lady Bulldogs are going to have the ball out of bounds here to start this second half. Hannah Boyette bringing the ball up the floor. Muldrow with a 34-28 lead. Doing a little struggling against these Central Lady Tigers. Pass down low to Taylor Collins. 2 points up and in.
13 points on the night now for Collins.
Beautiful. And a pass down low and a shot up. No good. Rebounded by Taylor Collins. The Lady Bulldogs with the ball. Taylor kick it out to Hannah Boyette. And Hannah's going to drive. Put a shot up, and that's good. And just like that, the Lady Bulldogs are up by 10 again. Central Lady Tigers looking for a place to go with this basketball. And Madison Chambers with a strip. Hannah Boyette over to Taylor Collins, and that's good for 2. I knew we were going to have a timeout pretty quick. We're going to hear from Auto Finders right down the street here, and we will be right back.
Your search for the vehicle you want at the price you need ends in Roland at Auto Finders, where their pre-qualified credit bankruptcy program and their first-time buyers opportunities can put you in the driver's seat. You can check out their huge selection at autofindersok.com, fill out an online credit application, and be on the road to a great car buying experience today. Stop by their showroom at 224 East Rayfine Boulevard for great cars with no-hassle financing, warranties, and affordable payments. Proud members of the Muldrow Booster Club and Quarterback Club. That's Auto Finders in Roland.
And we've got you back in live after a brief timeout. 6:52 left in the third quarter. A lot of time to play. Muldrow suddenly up 40-28. A minute ago, they were only up by 6. Taylor Collins on a fast break after the turnover, and she's put up 2 points. That's 15 now for Collins, am I right?
17.
17 points for Taylor Collins. That's the kind of numbers her brother needs to be putting up in the boys' games, I know. And Taylor with a free throw, no good. You could tell that came off wrong. Hannah Boyette with a rebound. Down to Taylor, and Taylor's back up for 2, and that's good. And the Lady Bulldogs are up 44-28 now.
Muldrow really grabbing the momentum here early in the
definitely.
first half.
And that's Coach Armour. I know she told them to come out, set the pace. You know, they didn't want to come out. That third quarter, the last game I saw them play before this tournament was in that Tournament of Champions, and the third quarter absolutely killed them against Owasso in the championship. Rebound by Taylor Collins. Madison Chambers down to Hannah Boyette for 2. And we're going to have another timeout by Central, and we will be right back.
The Sequoia County Farm Bureau, located at 105 East Rayfine Boulevard in Roland, Oklahoma, assists area youth by supporting the county fair and livestock shows, promoting agri-education, and funding a scholarship program. Your Sequoia County Farm Bureau supports farmers and ranchers at all levels by offering insurance and other programs. Call 918-427-3421 to explore all of the benefits your Sequoia County Farm Bureau has to offer.
Hey, we're going to bring you back in live. Dennis is over here trying to go to sleep on me. He's yawning.
I've been fed. Now it's time for a nap, man. You know, when you get old, that's the way you do things.
That plate of barbecue was so good. That potato salad, beans, brisket.
Listen, talk a little bit about this fact. We were talking about it a little bit, but I guess this makes us the official broadcast team for the Sequoia County Tournament, pretty much.
I mean, we've always been the official broadcast team for the Sequoia County Tournament.
Since we're the only ones doing every single game.
You know, I've been here set up in Muldrow the entire tournament. You did the first 2 nights in Central. The mix, they showed up one night in Central.
One night in Central. And
didn't show up last night at all. Then they came for 2 games tonight. And now they're playing a movie, Gone with the Wind. And so today in Fort Smith, we're the only broadcast crew out here.
We appreciate what the mix does.
I guess so. There's a shot down low. Good.
They're our friends. We can deal with them.
I mean, they've never said a word to me, but I'm okay. The shot down low is good by Central, 46-30 now. Man, a free throw is up and good.
Well, let's just say we don't need to go out of our way to make enemies.
That's very true. That is very true. Madison Chambers looking for the ball from Hannah Boyette, and the ball is over all the way to Cameron Johnson. Back to Hannah Boyette for three.
Boom.
Good. Good.
Boom.
Hannah B popping threes all over this ball court, and 49-31. The Central coach is sitting on his heels at this point. He doesn't know what to think. It was a ball game 3 minutes ago, and now here's a shot for three from Central, rebounded by Madison Chambers. Madison's going to slow the pace. And she's going to look for somebody. There's Hannah Boyette on the right side. Over to Taylon Collins. Taylon looking down low, can't find anybody. Back to Hannah Boyette, over to Taylon Collins, down to Shaylin Mays, and she's up for two. And that's good, and just like that, the Muldrow Lady Bulldogs in 3.5 minutes have taken a 6-point lead to a 20-point lead, 51-31. Central with nowhere to go.
Do you think, Clint, that maybe Coach Armour's halftime pep talk might have had something to do with?
Oh, I know it did. It wasn't a pep talk. It was a directive. It was a business plan, I know for a fact. And so now I believe we've seen a foul on Madison Chambers. Here's the inbound pass by Central, and a shot up. No good. Rebounded by Cameron Johnson. Cameron's going to bring the ball up the floor. Passed over to Taylon Collins. Taylon with a drive out to Madison Chambers. Open all the way on the other side of the floor is Hannah Boyette for three, and that's off the mark. And that's going to go out of bounds, Central ball.
Long way to go in this one, Clem, but it's pretty obvious that the Muldrow Lady Bulldogs are going to advance the championship game, and they're going to play Roland. It's kind of fitting here, Sway County Tournament, these two teams 5 miles from each other, right down the road.
Yeah, Roland and Muldrow, definitely the two toughest teams. Here's a strip by Hannah Boyette. Taylon Collins has the ball, and she's up for two, and that's good.
I'll bet this place is going to be rocking.
And here's
Saturday
another
night.
timeout. Yeah, the place is going to be on fire by the time Roland plays. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back.
Serving Sequoyah County and the surrounding region for almost 30 years, Sparkman Animal Clinic is a full-service mixed animal veterinary clinic for all your small and large animal needs. Located between Muldrow and Roland on Highway 64, Doctors Terry Sparkman, Coulter Smith, and the caring staff provide complete care and treatment for your pets, offering everything needed to keep them happy and healthy. They even make house calls to treat your livestock. Call Sparkman Animal Clinic at 427-7606 or see their website at www.sparkmananimalclinic.com.
And we're back with you live. Clint Davis and Dennis McCaslin with todayinfortsmith.com from the Roger Sharp Activity Center in Muldrow. The Lady Bulldogs are up in this semifinal matchup, 53-31. And I believe one of our sponsors has sent me a text message. Sherry from Divine Lines. I'm not going to read that out loud, but it's good. There's a shot by Central. And so there's a foul. There's a foul on that. I got a little.
The first line of that's okay.
It is. Yeah, and I'm not going to dime anybody
Sherry's
up.
in Florida. She's listening to us on her
her
phone down in Florida.
I mean, she's on the yacht down in the Keys. And there is a free throw
by Gracie Henry, and Henry was one of the top scorers in the game I saw Monday night. That's her first point tonight.
Here's another shot up, and that's no good. Rebounded by Central. Pass out to the top of the key. And the Lady Tigers looking for something to do. besides pass. Nowhere to really go except the outside. Nothing happening down low.
I wonder if our friends from the Sallisaw radio station, anybody from Florida listening to their broadcast.
I don't think they do. Sherry's getting a good laugh out of this now. I knew that was coming.
Plus, there's a shot put up and in by number 35. That's Crystal Ortiz.
I got to put my phone down or I'm going to get us all in trouble. But we do appreciate Sherry and the folks at Divine Lines in Fort Smith. They are the flagship sponsor for Muldrow basketball this year. There's a shot up by Hannah Boyette, missed. Rebound by Central. And I was just talking the other day. I was actually talking to Katie about getting some new ink done. My very first tattoo, I was in the Navy. It was right before the war started in 2003. And we were out in that part of the world. We pulled into a place called Marmaris, Turkey. And that was where I got my very first tattoo, was in Marmaris, Turkey. And I've been hooked ever since. And so we've seen a turnover here by Central, and now the Muldrow Lady Bulldogs have possession again. Here's Paige Hughes. Out to Hannah Boyette, over to Madison Chambers, down low to Shaylin Mays, turnaround jumper. That's good.
Mays
55.
Was
Go ahead.
Mays was 7 points on the night.
55-34. The Lady Bulldogs are in the lead. We should say in control at this point. And Central looking for a place to go here again. There's a pass down on the inside, stripped away, and Hannah Boyette recovers. Shaylin Mays with excellent defense. Here's a baseball pass down to Taylor Collins, up for two. Nailed it. And the Lady Bulldogs are up 57-34. This is why our sponsors paid good money to hear this type of basketball. This is great basketball.
Well, and let me tell you something. The Muldrow Lady Bulldogs are doing this to a Central Sallisaw team that's pretty good. This is not a bad basketball team at all.
Yeah, to beat Vian twice in one season, that's no easy task. Here's a pass down on the inside. They're going to call Hannah Boyette with a weak foul. Shouldn't have been a foul on that one, but there was a little bump and run here.
I don't know. Hannah looked at that official like she's going to have to run laps over that or something.
We've seen a couple of fouls now where Hannah has been full speed ahead and has just ran right into her lady on the floor. So
Divine Lines Body Art Studio and Divine Lines Tattoo Academy has 2 locations in Fort Smith.
Somebody in the studio hit the play button. Here we are talking about Divine Lines, and there goes the commercial starts playing. Here's a shot up down low for Central, and it's good. If that's not irony, I don't know what is. Central now with a 21-point deficit, and Hannah Boyette over to McCloria. Back to Boyette. Over to Paige Hughes, and Paige is going to figure out what to do. Over to Chambers, over to Boyette. Hannah drives and falls and gets back up and passes to Madison Chambers for 2 points. What an unbelievable play. Lady Bulldogs up 59-36.
That puts Madison into double figures with 11 points.
I knew that was going to happen. Central Lady Tigers with a pass to the top of the key and a drive over to the right side, a pass back out. Over to the left and looking for a pass down low. No shot before the end of the quarter, and at the end of 3, the Muldrow Lady Bulldogs are up 59-36. We're going to take a break. Let's just go ahead and start it with Divine Lines, and we'll be right back.
Divine Lines Body Art Studio and Divine Lines Tattoo Academy has 2 locations in Fort Smith. They're not only the ultimate destination for all your tattoo, body art, permanent makeup, and microblading needs, they're also an accredited school teaching all 4 aspects that can help you start a career in the industry. Sherry and the crew, located at 6420 Rogers Avenue across from Hooters at 2600 Zero Street across from Walmart, look forward to visiting with you about your body art or kickstarting your new career as a body artist. Call 479-7-TATTOO today. Your search for the vehicle you want at the price you need ends in Roland at Auto Finders, where their pre-qualified credit bankruptcy program and their first-time buyers opportunities can put you in the driver's seat. You can check out their huge selection at autofindersok.com, fill out an online credit application, and be on the road to a great car buying experience today. Stop by their showroom at 224 East Rayfine Boulevard for great cars with no hassle financing, warranties, and affordable payments. Proud members of the Muldrow Booster Club and Quarterback Club. That's Auto Finders in Roland.
And we're back with you live. Inbound pass from Central. Boo! We saw a little walk there, but they're going to let that go. Pass over to the left side. Central, I believe, is their shortest ball players in this game. Here's a three-point shot from Central, and that's no good. Rebounded by Central, and a shot back up is no good. Rebound by Hannah Boyette, and she loses it. And Brianna Dawes, I believe, is going to get whistled for the foul. Nope. That's going to be Paige Hughes' whistle for the foul. And we've got one at the line here. Emily Crawford looks like. Here comes her second shot, and that is no good. In and out. McClory with a rebound, moving the ball up the floor. Boy, she's fast. Pass over to Brianna Dawes, and she's up, and that's no good. McClory with a hustle and a rebound. Pass over to the left to Brianna Dawes. Oh, I thought she was going to take that. Pass over to the right to Hannah Boyette. Over to Paige Hughes. Down low to Cameron Johnson with a spin move, and she goes up, and that's no good. And she swats the ball away, and that's last touch by Cameron. She got all the way across the floor, knocked that ball out of bounds. So that's going to be Central ball. And the Lady Tigers with the ball back up the floor, pass off to the right side. And a strip by McCory on a fast break. She gone. There's a shot up, and it's no good, but she does draw the foul. And that'll be two shots. All the way down, folks. We, man, I would love to get a seat away from the cheerleaders one of these days. There's a shot up by McClory, and that's good. And the score is now 61-36. Muldrow decided to pack this one away in the third quarter, and they are not letting up in the fourth. And a spin around jump shot, no good. Rebound by Brianna Dawes, and she's going to bring the ball out to Alicia McClory. McClory is going to bring it up and get it stolen. Fast break for the Tigers. And its shot is up and no good, and another shot up is no good. And Cameron Johnson is whistled for the foul. What in the world? I've stopped trying to figure it out at this point. This referee, he looks like he's on a hurry to get back to the hospitality room. There is a shot up from the free throw line and no good.
Wholesale substitutions on the part of the Muldrow
Yes.
Bulldogs. They put Taylor Collins back in, but they also bring in, for the first time tonight, Maddie Reeves.
Erica Jenkins also in the game. Taylor Collins with some good defense on that play, but she does foul. And the Central Lady Tigers at the line for two. Shot up. Good.
Courtney Lee has been the bulk of the offense tonight for these Lady Tigers.
Shot up. Second free throw, no good. Rebound by Brianna Dawes. She's going to dish it off to Alicia McClory, and Alicia's going to bring the ball up the floor. 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. 61-37, Lady Bulldogs lead. Over to the right to Brianna Dawes. Back over to the left. Down low to Erica Jenkins. Jenkins is up, but she's going to dish it off to Taylon Collins. Taylon with a spin move, and she's going to drive it on in underneath the basket with a layup. Unbelievable. Goodness. And that's another 2 points for Taylon. What does she have, like 78 now?
25
points.
But it sure seems like 78.
Points have gone silver. Yeah, and the score now is 63-37. Excellent ball game being played here by the Lady Bulldogs. Taylon Collins is up top for defense. Here's a pass down low. Shot up is good by the Lady Tigers. 63-39 with 5 minutes exactly left in this ball game.
Crystal Ortiz with that bucket.
Crystal Ortiz. Making plans right here. Pass down to Maddie Reeves, and a shot up is no good. Maddie's got to get those feet planted on shots like that. That's going to be out of bounds. Last touched by Central. Muldrow ball. Inbound pass to Taylon Collins. Off to Brianna Dawes. Brianna over to McCloria and back to Brianna Dawes. Taylon Collins at the high post. She's wanting Maddie Reeves to get open, but there's a three by McCloria. Nailed it! Nailed it! 66-39 now. The Lady Bulldogs are in control of their championship game destiny here.
McCloria now in double figures with 12 on the night for the Lady Bulldogs.
As it's an impressive night by Alicia McCloria. And just a side note here for all the fans listening, these games will be available on CD. If anybody needs a copy of these games, just let us know. There's a shot up, no good by Central, knocked out of bounds. That's going to be Muldrow ball. We've had these game copies up on the website, $5 a pop. We do all the editing for the audio. We cut all the commercials out except for Divine Lines and todayinfortsmith.com. We leave those two in. We cut all the dead air out. When I say we, I'm talking about me. And then when I get all that stuff cut out, I fit it down to where it'll fit on a CD. The whole game will. And then we'll burn it off. So if anybody needs that, it doesn't take as much time as I make it sound like. Ball knocked out of bounds by Central, and that is going to stay with Muldrow.
Well, one thing I needed tonight, Clint, was a big win by Muldrow, and then this next game is going to be an exciting game. But the main thing I need at this point is a nap.
Yes, I guarantee it. I'm going to sleep like a big, fat, hot, sweaty baby tonight. After all that barbecue, there's a pass down low to Maddie Reeves and a shot up. She gets fouled. Maddie Reeves, 6'2". She should be dunking it every time she touches it. I'm kidding. It would be great to see that, though. Megan Powell is about to check into the game here. She's in for McCloria. Maddie Reeves, second free throw going up, and it's good. Central Lady Tigers passing the ball around. Pass over to the right, and there's a shot up, no good. What in the world was that? Here's Megan Powell with a fast break. Over to Lacey Smithson, and they're going to get her with a travel. She took about, 9 steps too many on that. And here's a shot down low and a foul by Lacey.
Octavia Utrezia And she tried to drive in that way a while ago and was kind of knocked to the floor. And
yes.
She'll go to the line here, shoot 2. Octavia's yet to score in this one.
And that shot is good, and the score is 67-40 with 2:45 left in the fourth quarter. There's another point in, 67-41. And Brianna Dawes with the ball out of bounds over to Megan Powell, back to Brianna Dawes. Brianna's going to bring the ball up the floor here. And over to Megan Powell on the right side, and she's going to dish it off to Lacey Smithson, and Lacey's going to throw the ball out of bounds.
We're going to make the over-under here for the Muldrow Lady Bulldogs, 72.
We got the over-under beat. They had it set at 100 for this game, and we're definitely over. Now the inbound pass from Central. Man, this chair making my backside hurt. There's a pass over to the right by Central. And a pass back to the top of the key. And here's a strip by Megan Powell. She's on a fast break, and she's going to get fouled headed to the basket. That's going to be a foul on the floor. But that's only the 4th team foul here from Central in this half, which is pretty smart basketball by these Lady Tigers. Ball out of bounds. Brianna Dawes taking it out. And the inbound pass all the way top of the key to Maddie Reeves. And Maddie's looking. She finds Erica Jenkins. Over to Brianna Dawes for 3. Missed and put back by Megan Powell, and that's missed. And the ball's on the floor. That's a jump, and the possession stays with the Lady Bulldogs. Here's the inbound pass from Brianna Dawes out to Lacey Smithson, and she's going to give it to Megan Powell. Megan's going to lose the ball. Lacey with the recovery, and there's going to be a travel by Lacey. That's Lacey's 2nd travel call in a matter of 2 minutes. Lady Tigers looking for something to do here. 1.5 minutes left. We're going to have a foul on somebody. Shot is up and good. And a substitution here. Second shot is up and good by Central, and the Lady Bulldogs will have this ball out of bounds. Brianna Dawes passing the ball in. And she's got the ball back. She's going to bring it all the way up the floor. Brianna with the ball. Maddie Reeves down low. Nobody looking. And there's going to be a foul on Central. Lady Bulldogs out of bounds. And shots up by Maddie Reeves, no good. Central with the rebound. And a drive by Central, and a shot up is no good. Rebounded by Brianna Dawes. Brianna's going to slow it down, bring the ball up the floor. With 1 minute exactly left in this ball game, Erica Jenkins loses the ball. Central regains possession. And no earthly idea why we've got a timeout on the floor.
Hey, we had a player, Central had a player they wanted to get in the game, and it was.
I totally understand. So
with 54 seconds left. Now's finally the time to get your last player in the game. Central with a pass over to the left, and the new player is going to shoot for three. Way off the mark. Brianna Dawes with the rebound. 45 seconds left, all the way down the floor. I've never seen a player duck for cover from a basketball like that. Over to the right. Megan Powell with the ball. Dishes it off down low to Smithson. Lacey's up with a shot, and that's an air ball. And the Central Lady Tigers back down to their side of the floor. Shot up, no good. Rebounded by Lacey Smithson. Brianna Dawes is going to take things at a medium pace.
10 seconds to go.
Lady Bulldogs, outstanding basketball play in this game. Brianna Dawes is going to hold it, and that's the end of the ball game, folks. The Muldrow Lady Bulldogs dominate this one in the second half. 67-43, I guess. Did you write that down?
Yep.
Okay. They already cleared the scoreboard, and we are going to take a break with a word from our sponsors. We're going to be right back. We're going to talk about stats, and we're going to gear up for the Rollin' Runnin' Rangers against, I don't know. I guess it's Central. They're playing too, right?
No.
They're playing Central?
Yeah.
So the Rollin' Rangers against Central is coming up next, and we will be right back. You're listening to Muldrow Bulldogs basketball, presented by Divine Lines Body Art Studio and Academy in Fort Smith, and brought to you by todayinfortsmith.com.